My life before this decision to follow Jesus was full of turmoil, loneliness. I had an experience with my previous church when I was younger where I came to a pastor to ask questions about my sexuality, where I was then turned away and shunned and told that I was choosing to sin and that God didn't love me. And I felt at that moment that God hated who I was, that even though He created me, I was not made in His image, and that the devil had taken over. I left that church and began looking for other religions for a few years before landing on paganism and witchcraft, which I studied for about 10 years. And I studied this so much that I myself became a high priestess and taught what would be known as a coven of other witches and pagans of the core beliefs. And we would meet every week. And this is where I tried to build my formation and myself and fill that void with God. And I struggled trying to find that love that I had once felt in Christ when I was younger, and experienced these other faiths and religions in hope that I could find something similar. During this time, I suffered severe mental health issues. My mother herself got sick and soon passed. I entered a poor relationship that had emotional abuse, which led to divorce, and I myself got very sick. I met Jesus after my divorce, after being sick with gastroparesis for about a year, and I met a wonderful man in my life known as Jay. He was Christian and asked me what a witch was, because he had no idea. What I didn't know at the time was that he had gone to his pastor and told him about me, and he started praying. I know that not just him was praying for me, but my sisters, my cousin Jen in Japan, other family and friends that were still in the faith were praying for me that God would come. And He did. About 7 to 6 months of us dating, we had gone to my family cabin. I had gone on the lake with him in a little pedal boat. And usually I'd go there, I'd have a meditation, and I'd connect with Mother Earth and other deities. And this time I heard a voice in my head telling me that I sent Jay to bring you back to me. I was in so much denial because I had made my life around being pagan that I was like, this isn't real, this can't be happening, this is who I am, and I fought against that for a very long time. It wasn't until I started reading the Bible and I reached out to my Uncle Brian because I knew that he was going to church. I knew that my mom, before she passed away, was able to come witness him be baptized here at Church in the Valley. And I messaged him and I was like, hey, I want to learn more about God. And he was so excited. He was like, I'm going to take you to my church. The first service I got to witness here was one of Pastor Dave's last. And in that service, he used a Winnie the Pooh quote to say goodbye. Not only is Winnie the Pooh very sentimental to me, that was my mom's favorite thing in the whole world. And it was at that moment that I knew that God was telling me that this is where I needed to be, and that I would find family and I would find love here, which is something I had so desperately wanted my whole life. Since I've been here at Church in the Valley and have been talking to God and having a relationship with God, my medical grievances have become easier to deal with. My anxiety, my depression, all of these things have become something that I get to hold high, I get to be happy about, and I can see the work that God is doing, and I can see the work that He is pushing me towards me being better. I feel like a weight has just been lifted off of my shoulders, knowing that I can rely on God in any moment of weakness, and that He's going to be there to hear me and to love me, no matter what my head says. The reason I've decided to get baptized is I want to give my dedication to God, to let Him know that I not only see and hear Him, but I believe Him. I see in the work that He does, and I want Him to work through me. And I'm just so happy to be able to be here and to be baptized, to proclaim my love of God. And I couldn't be happier to do it with the pastor who helped guide me when I first came here to Church in the Valley.